friends, today's 5 Minutes of Magic with Molly is all about your third eye chakra. And the third eye is a really powerful connection to your intuition, your inner wisdom. You're able to perceive things in a broader way rather than getting like tunnel vision on the thing you're worried about or anxious about or fearful of. We did a whole podcast episode all about the third eye chakra. So if you haven't been following along with the chakra series over there, make sure you look up Demystify Magic wherever you listen to podcasts and follow along. But today I'm going to be sharing with you 5 everyday things that you can do to strengthen your clairvoyance. So your inner sight, your ability to close your eyes and see your intuition. So this can show up for people in dreams. This can show up for you in meditation. Maybe it's a color or a symbol that comes through. Maybe it's just your ability to close your eyes and visualize the space you're in or visualize energy moving through the body. If you are someone who has no sense of inner vision, right? You have aphantasia or you just close your eyes and see dark, you can still do these. For some people, it's just that you're wired towards another clair sense more strongly. We have a whole series of this too on the podcast, but don't be discouraged if you feel like, oh, I don't have any inner sight. I'm not clairvoyant at all. It is a skill that some folks can build. And if it's not for you, at least you gave it a try. So let's get into it.
5 Minute Magic with Molly. Spells for you in 5 minutes or less.
Oh my God, I'm on fire. The first opportunity for you to strengthen your clairvoyance is through symbol interpretation. Now, next week, I'm going to share with you a little bit about like dream symbology and like geek out a little bit about the science behind that. So you can just tuck that in your back pocket for now. But other symbology is very fun to start to discern how your intuition feels about certain symbols. So I do this practice with my Reiki 2 students when we talk about how the Reiki symbols work and how the psychology of symbols really impacts our subconscious mind and the way that we interpret things and are affected by things physically, emotionally, energetically. But something that you can explore is going to your grocery store and choosing one item. So say it's like macaroni and cheese, something with a logo on it, and hold a box of each of the brands and just gaze upon the logo and see how your body and mind react. Okay, so if you've never done this before, it can be really powerful to do with a symbol that you know will elicit an emotion to you. So if there is, I don't know, maybe like a political symbol that you feel really strongly towards one way or another, you could pull that symbol up and just gaze upon it and notice how you physically respond, emotionally respond, any associations or words that come to you while you're gazing upon the symbols, and then bring it to the grocery store and see if you can discern that same reaction or similar reaction. It's probably going to be a little more subtle when you're looking at the mac and cheese logos. You can do this with symbols like logos. You can do this with religious symbols. You could do this. You could just Google like symbols or runes or common symbology or whatever. But really everything is a symbol to your subconscious. And one of the ways that we can start to get clearer about what our clairvoyance is telling us is by becoming more clear on how symbols impact us. So it's not about like guessing right or wrong the way that you're going to react to a symbol. It's really more about playing with tuning into your body. Do you feel tension somewhere when you look at a symbol? Do you feel like when you look at a certain symbol? Do you notice a change in temperature? Do you clench your jaw? Do you smile, right? There's lots of options there. So play with interpreting symbols and having fun with that wherever you are, at the grocery store or otherwise. The second one involves music, and this is a really fun one to do with your favorite song or whatever song you are currently hyper-focused on. Please let me know what it is down in the comments because I'm looking for a new hyper-focused song right now. But put that song on, close your eyes, and just imagine you are watching a movie on the screen that is your eyelids. And just while you really listen to the music, listen to the tones, all the different instruments, just see what colors or images or symbols come up to you. I like to do this with the song on repeat a couple of times so that you can get really deep into it, but it could be fun to do with like if your favorite artist releases a new album to just listen to the whole album with your eyes closed and just visualize whatever comes to you. It's super fun. The next one is a journaling practice, and it is to keep note of any intuitive flashes or symbols that stick out to you. So a symbol that sticks out to me often is like whenever I am thinking of my grandmother, I often see dragonflies. And so I only became aware of that because I was like writing down, weird that I saw a dragonfly on my grandmother's birthday. And then weird, I was thinking of my grandmother and then saw a dragonfly. So whenever you have those kind of like intuitive nudges, or you see a symbol multiple times, you see maybe it's an angel number or a series of digits that you see over and over and over, write those down, and what you're feeling and anything that you might discern as like the meaning, write that down in your notes app and then review that every once in a while and see if you become clearer and clearer at deciphering those messages. The next is just a walk in nature. And if you are not around nature, go find some. But seriously, being in nature is so powerful for our intuition. It can help reduce stress, reduce anxiety, help us calm down, which all of the things that like heighten our anxiety get in the way of our intuition. So when we're just walking through nature, listening to the sounds, feeling of the breeze or the temperature of the space, seeing the trees, the water, whatever's around us, it can really help your intuition turn on and your anxiety quiet down. So try it out. And my last and favorite intuitive exercise is called princess parking. And if you listen to our podcast, you have already tried this before and it's probably worked for you. I did it at Costco the other day. So princess parking is essentially before you leave for, say, the grocery store or work or a journey, maybe you're the type of person that you really want to have the same parking spot every time you go somewhere. You're going to, before you leave, imagine that parking spot really close to the store or really close to your office or the same one you park in every single day. Close your eyes, really imagine it. Visualize yourself driving into that parking spot and then let it go and take your drive. My guess is 9 times out of 10, what happens is you either get that exact spot or you get a spot that's even better that you just happened upon. Right? Like this happened to me one time. I was going to a concert in downtown Boston and I literally was looping. And I thought I was going to get into the parking garage across the street, but it was totally full. So I kept looping. And then I did my princess parking, visualized a spot right out front, did one last loop. And as I came up to the venue, car pulled out, slid right in. And it was free parking too. So this is a really fun one to try. If you try any of these practices out, let me know which one's your favorite and subscribe for more.